Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of Birds at the Rodeo. I'm Eric, the resident Eagles fan.
I'm Orlando, the resident Cowboys fan.
And it is post-draft week. All the madness is over. All the craziness is over. Let's go ahead and get right into it, man. Obviously, I'm sure y'all saw me and Lando express some of our thoughts and feelings about how the draft went about for the Eagles and the Cowboys, respectively. And, you know, due to the fact that the Cowboys were on the clock first, I will let Lando go first and just giving us his full rundown of how he felt about how the draft went, any takeaways, and how you feel about the team post-draft.
All right. Well, first, before I get started, I just want to say yo to the good news.
Yes, I am slipping.
It's been some time since we've been on the show, but
yes.
I just want to, over our little hiatus, I became a member of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated.
My man is a Kappa official.
Me and my brothers, we 10 Diamonds of the Covenant. That is, just want to give a shout out to us. It was a long, the road to Kappa Land was long, rough, and rugged. We made it. We all made it through. We all, persevered and leaned on each other to make that happen. And
absolutely.
Couldn't be more proud of my brothers. And like I said, yo to the good noob. So I became a noob over that break and excited to see what I can do for this fraternity and what this fraternity can do for me. So
yeah, congrats to that, man.
Start off with that, but like you said, get right into it. Y'all saw our videos, so we've kind of touched on it a little bit, but just to go in a little bit more depth, obviously the world knows that with our first pick that we ended up trading for, we traded the 12th pick to the Miami Dolphins for the 11th pick to draft Caleb Downs. That trade included 2 5th-round picks from us. And I mean, I feel like I speak for most Cowboys fans when I say we couldn't be more excited. It's almost a consensus that Caleb Downs was the best player in the entire draft.
Yes.
I mean, at worst, you might have seen him second or third,
yes.
But he was for sure, obviously, a top player in this draft. He was a big need for the Cowboys in terms of not only just ability at his position, just in terms of leadership. Everything we're hearing about this guy is amazing. He's being given the task basically to kind of revamp our entire defense.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are saying it's gonna take more than one player to do that. But if there was a player that would make the most impact, it would be a guy like Caleb Downs.
Right.
So I couldn't be more excited to see what he brings to the team, to see if he can kind of live up to those expectations. Although they are, grand expectations. I mean, like they said, if anyone can do it, he can.
Yeah.
And he's a player that he fills a lot of needs because if you've seen him play, you've seen him be a safety. You've seen him be a nickel corner. You've seen him come up and blitz off the edge. You've seen him, not as an edge rusher, but as like a defensive back. You've seen him kind of stand up and be a box safety and like play the run. So that's why he's a jack of all trades when it comes to the defense. And another thing that's being highlighted throughout all reports is just his understanding of the game. They said they brought him in and he was able to, completely break down the defense he was running at Alabama, the defense he was running at Ohio State, and then even they showed him clips of the Cowboys defense and he was able to break that down. So, like I said, just really excited to see what he could bring. And then with our next pick, we had the 20th pick, but we ended up trading that to the Philadelphia Eagles for the 23rd pick. And the 23rd pick and 2 4th-round picks.
Right.
And the situation behind that is it kind of explains why you would do something like trade up from 12 to 11 to make sure you get Caleb Downs, because in that situation, the Pittsburgh Steelers were literally on the phone with Mekhi Lemon saying, hey, we're going to draft you. But the Cowboys somehow got tipped off that was happening, reached out to Howie Roseman and the Eagles and were like, hey, the Steelers to take your guy at 21. What can you do for us to get to 20?
Right.
And so just to make sure that didn't happen, that's why we traded up from 12 to 11, because we were going to draft Malachi Lawrence no matter what.
Right.
Whether we got the 20, as long as he was on the board still for 20 or 23rd. Right. But we were pretty sure he was still going to be there. So that's why it didn't really cost us anything, and we ended up with more draft capital than we started, because we basically turned those 2 5th-round picks into 2 4th-round picks.
Yeah.
So, props to Jerry for that. I mean, Jerry, Will, Clay, Stephen Jones, obviously, they were kind of in their bag on day one of the draft, and got to give them their props where it's due.
Yeah.
And then we didn't have a second round pick that was traded to the New York Jets for Quentin Williams. Didn't have a third round pick. At first, that was traded to the Pittsburgh Steelers for George Pickens, but then in trading Diggy Zua to the 49ers, we received a third round pick, and then we used that to draft Jayshawn Barham, which Michigan linebacker.
Yes.
And like I've spoken to it a multitude of times on this show, how just my disdain for Michigan players sans Jordan Lewis. I think that given the most recent examples, Luke Shoemaker and Mozzie Smith, it's kind of swarmed me off the entire school. So I mean, I'll let you kind of tell me what to expect from Jayshawn Barham, and whether or not I should be looking at him with as much skepticism as I will be.
Should you be looking at Jayshawn Barham with a level of skepticism? I'm gonna say no.
Like, do you think he'll be better than Mozzie Smith and Luke Shoemaker are at their
I think he can. Yeah, I think he can be better than what those guys. I mean, Luke's still on the squad, but what those guys were able to offer you and have been able to offer you up to this point. Jayshawn Barham, he transferred to us as an off-ball linebacker. He started an off-ball linebacker for us on our way to winning the national championship. No, actually, I believe he came the season after. I can't remember it now. My brain is blanking. But he came to us as a linebacker, started off-ball linebacker, was pretty good at times. He's aggressive. He runs through you. He's very good in the box. Now, the thing with Jason is see ball, go get ball, right? That's him. That's him. For better or for worse, that's him, right? See ball, go get ball. So he attacks downhill with a level of fierceness and fury that you like out of a linebacker. Now, this past season, they moved him to edge. Again, I think that was just to test some things out. He was okay. He did kind of get caught up in the ball fake sometimes. But overall, I do think Jayshawn Barham is a good player. I think he's a good athlete. He's strong at the point of attack. I liked him. I did. And I think he will do better than what Mozzie Smith and Luke Schoonmaker have been able to offer you. And, even I know linebacker for y'all is kind of a sort of bit of a question mark, right? Because aside from DeMar and Overshown, like, who do you really have? And even with him, right, like, his contract year's coming up. We know he just signed with David Mulgeta. Mm-hmm. So, y'all might be banking on, drafting somebody in the third round like a Jayshawn Barham or somebody else to come in and rise up the rankings. Right, and I do think Jayshawn Barham can definitely be a really good special teamer for you guys and probably develop into a borderline starter. I mean, even further than that, who knows, right? But I do think he will offer more than what Mozzie Smith and Luke have been able to offer you so far.
Well, I mean, that's not expecting much, but
right.
I mean, we'll see what
you got to try to come in it with like an open mind, right? You just got to see how rookie minicamp goes and training camp and preseason, because I mean, he's gonna get all the opportunity to get some run.
Yeah, because like you said, it's on DeMar and Overshown. We did trade for D. Winters from the San Francisco 49ers.
Yes, y'all did.
A lot of people are saying might be
that is a sneaky good. Yes, no, absolutely. D. Winters was like the unsung hero in the 49ers linebacker room.
Yeah, with Fred, he got a lot of opportunity due to injury. Right. Obviously, Fred Warner.
Fred Warner tore his Achilles, I believe.
Okay, yeah, I didn't know if it was ACL.
But even before that, when Dre Greenlaw got hurt, D. Winters got a lot of run.
So yeah, I mean, so we're seeing what he can bring to the table there.
Right.
And then,
what did y'all give up to get D?
A 5th round pick, a 2026 5th round. So one of our 5th round picks this year.
Yeah.
And so then after that, we drafted Drew Shelton, offensive tackle out of Penn State, in the 4th round.
Right.
With one of those picks we got from you guys. And then with that, he'll be getting it's talked about that he'll be getting moved to right tackle, which will kind of bring some competition in there for Terrence Steele, which I think is always healthy, especially seeing as Terrence Steele was pretty serviceable last year. I think our offensive line did a pretty good job, but
Yeah.
he was pretty much the weakest link. He is the oldest guy in the room. Our offensive line is really young.
How old is he? Is he 30?
I
don't even think he's 30, is he?
Let me see how old he is exactly, because he's not old, but he's the oldest,
right?
Because everybody's so young. He's only 28.
Right. I mean, that's like, now, the newly acquired Jonathan Grenard for us, he's the vet in the room, but he's only 28 years old.
Yeah, well, he got drafted in 2020, so this will be his 6th year in the league.
Right.
But all the other guys are first, second, third year guys.
Yeah.
So it'll be, like I said, he'll have some competition at that spot. I think he'll probably win out just because, he has the most experience. Drew Shelton was, good player, but he's still young, so maybe it's more of like a
depth piece,
and he can learn and kind of develop him.
Who's going to back up Tyler Guyton at the other line? I can't, because who did y'all have?
We had because there's a guy he was.
What is his? Y'all had a guy last year, right? I'm blanking on his name, like redhead.
Nathan Thomas.
Okay.
Nate Thomas, he played because Tyler Guyton was kind of in and out, missed some time last season.
Right.
Yeah, it was Nate Thomas who came in and stepped up for that. But
is it TJ Brass?
Oh, we do have a TJ Bass, but he's a guard.
Bass, right?
He's a guard.
Yeah. Okay. That's what I was thinking of.
Yeah,
that's what I was thinking of. Okay.
But he's a guard. Yeah, we love TJ Bass as our like
swing guard. Yeah.
So just excited to see if he can, kind of learn and maybe compete for that spot.
Right.
And then with our next because we had 3 4th-round picks, our next 4th-round pick, we drafted Devin Moore, cornerback out of Florida.
Yeah.
Which is another depth piece, a guy who will probably get a lot of opportunity to see what he can do because outside of Deron Bland, nobody's spot is solidified. We still have Siobhan Revel, who obviously coming off that injury last season, didn't get much opportunity to get his feet under him. So we're hoping he'll have can kind of stay healthy and get as much experience as he can this season.
Right.
Kalen Carson, as much opportunity as he's gotten, we haven't really seen it from him. So, he's still there. Like, the opportunity's still there for him to compete. So we'll see what he can do. But I think Devin Moore will slide right in and be able to compete with those guys just because, like I said, that position's up for grabs.
Right.
I think that, or with our next pick, then we drafted D tackle LT Overton out of Alabama. And that's absolutely going to be a depth piece, obviously, because D tackle is probably our most solidified spot. Not even most likely, is for sure our most solidified spot on our entire defense.
Quinnen and Kenny.
With Quinnen and Kenny. No longer Oso Odigizua, because even then, it was already a crowded room.
It was a logjam, right?
With a guy like Oso Odigizua, who the fans love, who the front office loved. So this young guy, but what better guys to kind of learn from? I think Quinnen is arguably the best D tackle in the NFL,
right?
And Kenny Clark is experienced. He's been just a veteran in this league, so I think that's a great room to come into.
Right.
And then with our last pick, we traded a lot of our like 5th and 6th round capital away. We had a 7th round pick, Anthony Smith, a wide receiver out of East Carolina. Again, going to be a depth piece, but what better being with CeeDee Lamb, George Pickens, Ryan Flanoy. We got
Pickens, who just signed the franchise tag. Finally,
he did finally sign it because the reports were before that he was going to sign it. And now on the night of the draft. And kind of the way the media was reporting it was, he signed it, now he can be traded.
Yes.
Or now that was the truth, that he signed it, so now he can be traded. The way the media framed it was, he signed it, now he will be traded.
Which is what I thought was going to happen.
Right, which didn't end up happening. But then he didn't end up signing it until today, which were kind of, everybody was like, what's going on with that? But then he finally signed it today. So I think all arrows are pointing towards being able to run our exact offense back from last season. And with our defense improving, with Caleb Downs, with Malachi Lawrence, with all these guys that we're kind of, like I said, are going to come in and compete for those starting roles. I'm excited to see what we can do. If I had to grade the draft, I'd give us, I think, an A. I think they knocked the ball out of the park with the first round, with the trades and the drafts, the players they got. And I think the depth pieces, they made sure to address every single hole that we had defensively.
Yeah.
They even addressed they drafted pretty much every position. They drafted safety, drafted the corner, drafted the linebacker, drafted the D tackle, drafted the edge rusher.
Right.
I mean, like they
addressed every level of the defense.
Exactly, and that was all we could ask them to do.
Right.
Whether or not these players pan out, it's the only time will tell. But
right.
I think the Cowboys drafting and scouting department has always done a pretty good job. Not always, obviously, you're not going to hit 100%, but they've done a pretty good job in recent years.
Right. Drafting has been y'all's issue.
Exactly.
Like the past 5 to 7 years, that has not been y'all's issue.
Exactly.
It's been free agency and the lack of moves that have come from free agency.
Right. So,
but yeah, man. Okay, so I mean, all in all, you feel like the Cowboys improved post draft.
Sure. Absolutely.
Okay. And Pickens, I mean, just real quick on that. I mean, do we think he's going to play 1 year and then dip? Do we think a long-term deal can happen in Dallas? I mean,
I think he'll for sure play. Whether or not a long-term deal gets done, I don't know what his asking price is. If it's
I think we know what his asking price is.
But I'm talking about it's speculated. We're not
heard,
sure,
right? Yeah.
But I guess if it was. Because we also don't know what the Cowboys...
David Mogueta's representing him too, right?
He is.
Yes,
and we also don't know what the Cowboys are comfortable with giving him. Because I could say full well that I'm comfortable with giving him 28 to 30, which I am.
Yes.
But he could be asking for 34 to 35. But Jerry and Steven could only maybe offer him 25 to 27.
Right.
Like 20, so
yeah.
We don't really know the details there. But, I mean, if it matters anything, I hope a deal gets done. I hope we can figure it out. George Pickens is my favorite wide receiver in Cowboys history that doesn't wear the number 88.
Okay, I was like, where is he going?
Yeah. So, but I think being able to run it back with our exact offense is the kind of the baseline of our team's success. Seeing as that was the only way we would even have an inkling of success last season.
Right.
So I think that's kind of just the first step, making sure our offense can kind of replicate what they were able to do and then just build on that defense, which I think they did, and I'm excited to see it. Right.
I mean, we spoke about it ad nauseum last season, right? The Cowboys, when it came to this draft in the offseason, like defense, and then more defense, which they did. And, I mean, you said it. Bringing back the entire offense. You re-signed Javonte Williams. Pickens is signed, not long term, but he is signed to the franchise tag.
Brandon Aubrey
signed it. Yes, you signed Brandon Aubrey. What did he end up signing for?
It was like $7 million.
Okay, and he was asking for what, 10, right?
I mean, I'm not. Those are just. It's never like official.
Well, reportedly, right? But I mean, you signed him to a 4-year deal.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean,
it was like 4 years, $28 million.
Right. Okay. So yeah, Brandon Aubrey's locked up, and
which makes him the highest paid kicker in NFL history. But the 10 would have been, if that were true, that would
428 sounds way better than 440 for a kicker. But I mean, now you got Brandon Aubrey locked up. Obviously, one of the top 2, top 3 kickers in the league right now.
Right.
You hope that Brian Schottenheimer doesn't take him for granted. I felt like that as much as he did last season in terms of how he managed the end of the first half. Sometimes it felt like
that is, I understand doing it at the end of the first half, at the end of a game if you kind of need it. He would do it in the middle of the first quarter, in the middle of the third quarter. Just kind of once we got Brandon Aubrey, we're good.
Right.
We need to Brandon Aubrey, as good as he is, even as much as we pay him, he needs to be an absolute safety net.
Right.
That we only bring out when we need to, not kind of
not
play
because we have him.
Not play to use him as much as we did.
Right. No, absolutely. But I mean, I can definitely see why you feel like the Cowboys have improved. I mean, I feel like they have improved. Full disclosure, I feel like the entire NFC East, I feel like, and especially in the first round, I feel like they all got better.
Definitely.
The Giants hit home runs. The Commanders got Sonny Styles, right? We got Mekhi Lemon. I think the NFC East as a whole got better. I work with a lot of Cowboys fans, and I was talking to one of them, and she was like, now, like, the division might be a real, like, bloodbath. And I was like, well, yeah, I mean, that's what it's supposed to be, right? I mean, You don't want your division to be a doormat, right? Where it's just two top teams. I mean, obviously, if your team is one of the top teams, then yeah, you're fine. But like, nah, I'm here for it, man. Now, I mean, with the Giants and with Washington, like, there's a lot of factors at play there, right? Washington, can Jaden Daniels stay healthy? Giants, I mean, you got a whole new regime in there with John Harbaugh, which I think he's the right man for the job. But again, we will see. We'll see how that goes. Remember, they just traded Dexter Lawrence, so they might have a huge hole in the middle. But yeah, I mean, full disclosure, I do feel like our division as a whole got better post-draft.
Definitely. I don't disagree.
Right. So, yeah, and I just mentioned it before, but yeah, man, I mean, obviously the Eagles, we took Mekhi Lemon, 20th overall, wide receiver out of USC, Biletnikoff Award winner. I like Mekhi Lemon a lot. I think he plays well above his 5'11 frame. He climbs the ladder really well for contested catches. And I think he will be a exciting and very complimentary piece to Devontae Smith and the rest of our offense. In this new Sean Mannion run offense, right, comes from the McVay and Shanahan tree. And he likes to run a lot of 4 wide receiver sets. So, now we got Devontae, Mekhi, Dontavian Wicks, we traded for him. We brought in Hollywood Brown. We brought in Elijah Moore. But yeah, I think drafting Mekhi Lemon was a home run. I didn't think Mekhi Lemon was going to be there at 20. I thought the Cowboys might have taken him because of the whole George Pickens drama. B, I thought the Rams would take him because, the rich get richer and they're trying to load up and really get another Super Bowl before Stafford retires.
Right.
And, to a lesser degree, right, if you look at, the whole Puka Nacua thing, that is kind of sort of up in the air, right? He's in and definitely. Out of rehab, and he's having all these issues
off the field.
Right. And it's look,
those
man.
Are real off the field issues.
Right.
Not what George Pickens does.
Right. No, seriously. And it's if you're the Rams, his contract year is up. So I don't know, man. I'm hearing people literally said, the Rams should have traded him before the draft, right? So we'll see. The Dolphins, I thought the Dolphins would grab him because Malik Willis, he needs somebody to throw the ball to. They opted.
What do you mean, Jalen Tolbert?
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
That's their wide receiver 1 right now.
Well, yeah, which, the Dolphins did end up drafting 3 receivers later on.
Yeah. They
got Chris Bell out of Louisville, which I like. But yeah, man, I thought they were going to take Mekhi Lemon. And, they went tackle. They went Caden Proctor, which I understand. Mm-hmm. But Malik Willis needs somebody to throw the ball to. And Mekhi Lemon was sitting there, and they didn't grab him. So once that happened, I was kind of, Mekhi was kind of free-falling a little bit. And Pittsburgh, obviously they wanted him. They were going to get him. Mm-hmm. They already had DK Metcalf. Sorry, my brain was blanking. They got DK Metcalf. They traded for Michael Pittman Jr. And, they got... It seems everything but a quarterback right now, even though they just placed the rare. I don't even know how to phrase it. Can you look it up real quick? The Aaron Rodgers tag that happened, they placed on him, where it's basically they can pay him 15% more than what he was making last year, but if he signs with another team, they get a pick.
The rare UFA tender. What does that stand for?
Unrestricted free agent, I would assume.
UFA tender meeting. An unrestricted free agent tender is a rare NFL procedural move used to protect the team's right to receive
compensation.
No.
It doesn't say compensation? Compensatory picks?
Yes, compensatory draft pick if a player signs elsewhere. It also limits the player's ability to sign with other teams once training camp begins.
Yes, they placed that on Aaron Rodgers, which... I'm not going to lie. I think that ship has sailed. They drafted Drew Allen in the 3rd round. You got Will Howard. Bring in one more vet that's been in the league for a little bit and keep it pushing with Aaron Rodgers. But Mike McCarthy, it seems like that might be his guy, so we'll see how that goes, whatever. But, yeah, the Steelers were trying to get Mekhi Lemon. We jumped up. We took him. And obviously that is in regards to the A.J. Brown saga that has been transpiring in Philly since last season. And I'm just going to say it. I said it before. I'll say it again. A.J. Brown is gone. He's getting traded. After June 1st, my birthday, ironically, he will be gone. There's no other reason Howie Roseman would take a wide receiver, number 1.
In the first round.
Right? Especially when in my mind, we needed to address safety, right? We had 2 of the top 3 safety prospects sitting there, in Dylan Thieneman and Emmanuel McNeil-Warren. We could have gone tackle. We could have gone edge. Akeem Mesidor was sitting there from Miami, and we didn't do that, man. We opted for wide receiver, and there's no other reason in my mind that Howie Roseman would do that other than he knows, all right, it's official. I'm trading AJ. Like, he's out of here.
As soon as that cap hit goes down.
Yep. It goes from 40 to 20 after June 1st. So, it's going to happen. And is he going to get traded to New England? I don't know, because New England, as we all know, they got a lot of
their own off the field issues.
Yes, they got a lot of turmoil going on up in New England, man, up in Foxborough. So I don't know if New England will actually be in a state of mind,
right,
to trade to pull off a trade of that magnitude, right, to go get an AJ Brown.
For sure.
And if they're not, I mean, Howie Roseman might just fleece them, okay? Because, I mean, DJ Moore, he went for a second. So you're not going to tell me AJ Brown not going for at least 1 first and like a third, man. I'm sorry. Like, that's all we talking right now. So, yeah, AJ Brown is gone. We all know it. I accept it. It is what it is. I'm thankful for his time. He helped us win a Super Bowl, helped us get to 2. Was a 3-time All-Pro player with us. Broke a couple single-season Eagles wide receiver records. And, I mean, overall, he had a good run. But I said it, after we lost that wild card game, I was with A.J. Brown when he was voicing his frustrations. I was in lockstep with him. I agreed with him. I wasn't upset with him. As a matter of fact, I was getting mad at folks calling him out because it's like, you're only saying this because it's A.J. Brown saying it.
Right. Because he's telling the truth.
Yes.
He wasn't wrong in the criticism he had for the team.
You could argue the mediums he was doing it on, right? Doing it on Twitch and all this and that. Like, you can say that, but like, he wasn't wrong in what he was saying. But when your number is called, when the season is on the line, and you want to be the best, you claim to be one of the best, you are one of the best, and you come up short, you drop the ball, we lose. You don't talk to the media. You don't address it. You don't hold yourself accountable in that moment. I got an issue with that. Yeah. And from that moment on, I said it on here, man, I was cool with it. I was indifferent. Like, if we trade A.J. Brown, cool. If not, cool. And obviously, we are going to trade A.J. Brown. I will be shocked if he's a Philadelphia Eagle after the first week of June. I really will be. Yeah. So, yeah, there's that, man. Moving on down the road, we took Eli Stowers in the second round. John Mackey Award winner for best tight end in college football. Mm-hmm. This draft for me specifically, and I'm sure a lot of Eagles fans agree, like, it is obviously we are trying to get out and ahead of looming trades, looming retirements, looming guys leaving just in general, right? A.J. Brown's leaving. We could draft Mekhi Lemon. Dallas Goedert's on a 1-year deal. I didn't think he was going to be back, but he is. He'll probably be gone after this year. We take Eli Stowers in the second round. Markel Bell, tackle in the third round. Lane Johnson's looming retirement, right? I mean, all signs are pointing to he will be gone after this year, which I could absolutely see happening. And, we took Eli Stowers, tight end out of Vanderbilt, athletic freak. Honestly, I'm not even going to lie to you. Him and we signed an undrafted free agent, Daquan Wright, out of Ole Miss at tight end too. I'm not going to lie. I think we might have hit a couple gems getting those guys. But Eli, yeah, man, obviously he's going to come in. I think he's going to get a lot of run right away, being that second tight end behind Dallas Goedert. Obviously, he's going to get a chance to learn from Dallas Goedert, one of Philly's better tight ends in our history, really. Dallas Goedert's here for one more run on a 1-year deal, $7 million, I think it is. And, yeah, man, Eli, hopefully he can continue the long lineage of solid tight end play we've had in the second round specifically, right? We went from Brent Selleck to Zach Ertz to Dallas Goedert and now to Eli Stowers. So hopefully he can keep the tradition up, and I think he can. I'd like him to get a little bit better at in-line blocking, but, he's a rookie in due time. In due time, that'll happen. So, yeah, man, took Eli Stowers in the second round. Then I mentioned it before, we got Markel Bell in the third round, tackle out of Miami. Obviously, we are just trying to get out ahead of Lane Johnson retiring. Because remember, we still got Cam Williams and Miles Hitton from our draft last year, and now we have Markel Bell in the mix. And it is very evident Howie Roseman is just trying to find the guy before we have to find the guy, which I'm always a fan of, right? Because, if you swing and miss, you miss, but at least you tried. Right. So, yeah, man, excited for that. Markel Bell, He's going to get to learn under Jordan Mailata and Lane Johnson. I can't think of a better tackle room to learn from in the NFL right now, honestly. He's 6'9", 340, which can be a little bit of a problem playing tackle, playing O-line in general. Like, you don't want to be too tall, right? They always say it with quarterbacks, you don't want to be too tall. With O-line, you don't want to be too tall.
You're top heavy, or you're just
right. Your pad level is going to be off, and it's a lot of things you got to navigate. But again, Jordan Mailata, he's 6'8", 350. So, and I mean, he's turned into an all-pro player. Granted, Jeff Stoutland was the crucialest piece.
Yeah.
Right. He was a vital piece of that happening, and Jeff Stoutland's not in the building anymore. So, I got to see how this goes, man. With our new O-line coach, I can't even remember his name right now, but if I remember correctly, it's the guy from Minnesota, which. I mean, y'all come on here and speak about how bad Minnesota's O-line play was.
Yeah.
So I'm a bit hesitant with that. I'm not gonna lie to you, but we just gotta see how it goes. Come rookie minicamp and training camp and preseason and see how these guys look. But moving on down the road, after Markel, we took Cole Payton, quarterback out of North Dakota State, Carson Wentz's alma mater.
Right.
Only had 1 year as a starter. Was in college for 5 years. He's a lefty. All the talk is that we may use him in a Taysom Hill capacity like they do with the Saints.
Okay.
Because he's an athlete. He can run through guys. He can run past guys. He's the athlete for sure. Doesn't have a lot of zip on the ball from what I've seen, but he's very accurate. I just see this as a developmental guy. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Maybe I would. I was going to say I wouldn't be surprised if we switched positions with him. Because, Taysom Hill's kind of that QB tight end type role.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, Cole Payton, North Dakota State guy. Our quarterback room is kind of logjam now because, we traded for Andy Dalton.
Right.
I mean, listen, for me at this point, if we're drafting Cole Payton, I fear that Tanner McKee will be traded. I don't want Tanner McKee to be traded, but I fear Tanner McKee will be traded.
Right, just the man out.
Yeah, which he shouldn't be. He really shouldn't be the odd man out. I hope at least he's coming in and training camp QB2 like officially now. Because Tanner McKee is better than Andy Dalton right now. I'm sorry, I'll down that right now. But I do fear Tanner McKee will be traded. I hope he's not, but I do fear that he will be traded. Moving on down, man, we went O-line again with Micah Norris out of Georgia. Our guard depth is not really super strong behind Landon Dickerson and Tyler Steen. We still got Willie Lampkins. We got, oh my God, my brain is blinking. We got Drew Kendall, who's kind of like a swing guard and center. And now we add Micah to the mix. I think we have somebody else. My brain is blanking right now. But yeah, our guard depth is really not that solid. So Micah Norris coming in. From Georgia, SEC guy. Harry Roseman loves his SEC guys.
Right.
So I think Micah Norris can come in and develop and really fight for some backup guard minutes, runs, however you plays, whatever you want to phrase it, behind Landon and behind Tyler Steen. And who knows, he might even be able to give Tyler Steen a run for his money. I thought Tyler Steen played well at times as a starter.
Yeah. But
I don't know if it's like solidified yet. So we'll see, man. Micah Norris coming out of Georgia. We'll see. He didn't allow a sack this past season. I don't think Markel Bell did either, honestly. So, that's a good look, coming
definitely.
in. Right. So, especially with Markel Bell, playing all the way through the national championship. So, yeah, we did that. And then we got another Cole. We finally addressed safety at this point.
Yeah.
We went Cole Wisniewski, hybrid safety / linebacker out of Texas Tech via North Dakota State. He is definitely more of a box safety, and I'm just going to call it like I see it. We are definitely trying to find the next Reed Blankenship.
In terms of a white safety.
In terms of exciting whites. That's what we like to call them. I like Cole from what I see on tape. He diagnoses plays very well. His closing speed is very well. He tackles well in space. I wish we would have addressed safety earlier. I really do. Because I really wanted Emmanuel McNeil-Warren. I really wanted him. And we let him go to Cleveland before we could have a chance to go get him. But, yeah, man, we went safety. And obviously that is the position of need for me in my mind still. There's some talk of – because now it's Cole, it's Marcus Epps, Andrew Makuba, Andre Sam, and Cole, So – and Michael Carter II because he's going to get some run to try to see if he can play safety.
Right.
And that's it, man. That's it. So, really, the safety spot opposite of Andrew Makuba is wide open right now. And I'm trying to find out who it is. If it's a Michael Carter II, I would assume he's going to have a Zach Bond type of arc where he came into the league as a corner, made a leap at safety to a really good player, Pro Bowl, All-Pro player, possibly. I don't know, right? I mean, we don't know. We'll see. But,
that's what the hope is.
Right. Vic Fangio was able to do that with Zach Bond, and maybe he can do that with Michael Carter II, or maybe Marcus Epps, who was our starter for us when we went to the Super Bowl the first time against Kansas City and lost. I like Marcus Epps. I don't know, man. I wish we would have addressed safety a little bit sooner, in free agency or, in the draft. But, we'll see how it plays out. Maybe Cole will surprise me. Maybe somebody else will surprise me. Who knows? So then after Cole, we went Uar Bernard. Now, this guy here never played a snap of football. Not once. He's from Nigeria. And I got put on the Uar because of a viral Twitter clip of him running the 40. Uar is 6'4", 306 pounds, body fat percentage of 6%. He is built like a Greek god.
That's crazy.
Right? Man has never played football a day in his life, but he was doing the International Pathway Program, and he worked out at the HBCU Combine. And that, that's what it was for me, because I saw that clip at the HBCU Combine, him running the 40, and I'm like, okay. I thought he transferred to an HBCU and was playing there. So I'm trying to find his highlights. I can't find him. I'm like, man, what? And then it's like, no. Right. And then it's like he literally has not played a down of football. So, yeah, but you know what? Again, because I discovered that clip and then I sent it to our friend Jamal, because I know Jamal, he's a geek for that stuff. And we're talking about it. We're kind of talking through what teams would take a chance on him. And I'm telling him, one, it needs to be a team whose D-line room is already set, and a team that has enough patience, seriously, enough patience to be like, okay, this guy will not be a serious contributor for maybe 2 to 3 years.
Yeah, definitely.
Right? So when we're talking through some teams, and Jamal's he's naming a couple, and then I tell him, and this isn't me boasting as an Eagles fan, oh my God, no, we should take him. I literally just told him, I was like, dude, us.
It sounds like something how we would do.
Yes, and I mean, we've done it before with Jordan Mailata. Need I remind you, Jordan Mailata was a rugby player. Drafted him in the second round. Jeff Stoutland went to work for the next 2 to 3 seasons, and now fast forward, he's an All-Pro. Right? So, yeah, that's exactly what's going to happen with Uar. He's already entering a very deep D-line room. Right, and Clint Hurt and Vic Fangio for the time being, right? Because I don't know how much longer he plans to coach. Yeah. But these guys have a piece of clay that they get to mold.
No, you're right. I think that it's kind of exciting to see how much he can kind of absorb and learn in this short period of time, and see if that'll actually translate to a decent football player.
Right. And you know what? If it works out, great. If not, it's okay. It was a 7th round draft pick. We tried and it didn't work out. It is A-okay with me. And then to round off the draft, man, we took Keyshawn James Newby, edge out of New Mexico State. He's a speed player for sure, speed rusher for sure. And I think that was just a depth piece, honestly. I like what I saw from on his tape. But I think that's just another developmental piece to add to the D-line room. And I guess, because I did not mention this, because we traded one of our 3rd-round draft picks and our 2027 3rd-round draft pick for Jonathan Grenard out of Minnesota, right? Got him on a 4-year, I know it said $100 million, but $50 million guaranteed deal. So I'm definitely going to throw him in this conversation. Yeah, man, we got him, and I think y'all got D. Winters. I think Jonathan Grenard could be a steal for us if he stays healthy. I think he could be a steal for us. He's one of the better edge players in the draft. I know he's coming off, in the league. I know he's coming off a down year last year, but before last year, man, he had 2 seasons of 12+ sacks.
Right.
Him and Adam Van Ginkel were wrecking shop up in Minnesota. So I'm looking for him to bring that intensity to Philly. He seems excited about it. He was actually, funny enough, he was in Philly the night before. Or actually, it might have been the night of when he got traded to us, which his agent probably told him, it's happening, bro. You know what I'm saying? But he was out there at the 76ers game, which is kind of crazy. But, yeah, man, so we got Jonathan Grenard, so that just makes our D-line room even deeper, right? Now we got Jonathan Grenard. Now we got Nolan Smith, Jalen Hunt, who finished the season really strong last year, in my opinion. Keyshawn in the mix now, too, to go along with Jalen Carter, Jordan Davis, Moro Jomo. So, yeah, man, our D-line room is set, man. Clint Hurtt got some new horses to work with, and I'm excited for that. And I want to touch on a guy who we picked up as an undrafted free agent. I don't know how this guy went undrafted. I don't know how Deontay Lawson, standing linebacker out of Alabama, Jahad Campbell's former running mate, I don't know how this man went undrafted. I mean, he was the architect of Alabama's defense for the past 3 seasons. I know he tore his ACL, not this past season, but in 2024, he tore his ACL, right? Came back, played all year this past year. Was outstanding.
I wouldn't hold that against him if I was.
Was outstanding. I don't know how Deontay Lawson went undrafted. I really don't know. But he did. We got him. And now it's looking really good. And I'm excited for that because, people are saying, like, oh, he could be the Nakobe Dean replacement. Here's what I'm thinking in my mind. I love Zach Bond. I do. But Zach Bond is like the vet of that room now. He's the elder statesman of that room now, right?
Yeah.
We already paid him, but it was a short contract. It's a 3-year contract. So, we'll see, man. He'll play out this year. We'll see what happens next year. But I think it could be a scenario of Deontay, grows and learns and matures. Mm-hmm. Jahad and Zach keep doing their thing. And Deontay, he's just in there in the mix. And, once Zach Bond leaves, if that happens, Deontay's right there. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I think will happen. Now, again, it could be a scenario of, because I still do think Jahad Campbell could play edge if that's what did end up happening, or if we needed him to. And if that happens, I think Deontay Lawson would definitely be the next man up. And remember, we still got Smile London from Georgia last year. So I like how our linebacker room looks now. Again, I mentioned it before, we got Daquan Wright, undrafted free agent out of Ole Miss at tight end. So I like how our tight end room is looking now. And, yeah, man, that's our draft class. I feel good about it. I feel really good about Mekhi, Eli, Deontay, and even though he's an undrafted free agent, I feel really good about him. Markel Bell, we'll see. Like I said, I don't know. We got to see, man. Again, Jeff Stoutland not being with Philly this year, like, that just makes me, like, hesitant to really feel good about like how we're going to develop these old linemen moving forward. It really does. And especially, again, I have to double check, but I'm like 88% sure we brought in the guy from Minnesota. Yeah. And Minnesota's O-line play was god-awful last year at times.
Right.
So if that's the case, then I feel really hesitant about saying like, yeah, man, Markel Bell. Because it don't matter if you're stepping into a room with Jordan Mailata, Cam Jurgens, Lane Johnson, Landon Dickerson. Because Lane's going to be gone pretty soon. Mm-hmm. And whoever's coaching that room, whoever's leading that room, like, that's who's going to have the most impact on you, right? And I don't know how to feel about that with Jeff Stoutland not being in the building. So we'll see how that goes. But, all in all, if I had to give our draft class a grade, I say A-.
Okay.
I say A-. I think the Jonathan Grenard trade kind of topped it off. Being able to get Mekhi Lemon in the first round, I love that. I'm excited to see how that looks. Our new wide receiver room in totality, I'm excited to see how that looks. Getting Eli Stowers, I'm really excited to see how that looks, excuse me. And, yeah, man, I feel good. Do I think we improved post-draft? I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say yes, even though the A.J. Brown trade is looming. And I think that's the mistake most people make. Like, yeah, we're trading A.J. Brown. I'm not looking for Mekhi Lemon to be A.J. Brown. I'm looking for Mekhi Lemon to impact the game, how he knows how to impact the game, right? I need him to be the dog that catches passes over the middle like he did at USC. I need him to be the guy that climbs the ladder really well on outside routes, like he did at USC, man. I just need him to be the guy that won the Biletnikoff Award. I need him to be that guy. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Which I think he can do. So that's what I'm looking for from Mekhi Lemon. He'll have a really good veteran now to learn from in Devontae Smith. They were already seen together hanging out at the Philadelphia 76ers playoff game. So, yeah, he's got a good guy to learn from. And, yeah, man, excited to see what he does. But obviously, losing A.J. Brown, like, and I don't know, maybe it is addition by subtraction with him, but we will be losing him. And like I said, for me, safety is still a question mark, so I got to see how that other position, opposite of Andrew McCooper, looks.
Right.
But, all in all, I feel good about the team. Post-draft, I think we did get better in certain areas. And, I can't wait for training camp, rookie minicamp, wait to see what all the reports are and really get to work, man.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like you said earlier, I think all the teams in the NFC East kind of improved, so the only thing left is to, get through the rest of the offseason and preseason, and then we'll be back, man. I can't wait for football to be back.
I know, man. It's about to be May. And before you know it, Jesus, I said no. Before you know it, August will be here. Preseason football will be back, and I'm sure I'll be still on here begging and pleading for Nick Sirianni to play his starters.
Right.
And you probably won't.
Definitely.
But, man, let's go ahead and switch gears here. NBA playoffs is running rampant right now. Mm-hmm. Some teams have lost. Actually, wait, it might have been only one team, right?
Yeah, I think
the Suns are the only team that got eliminated so far. Yes, Suns got eliminated 4-0. And it is hard. We spoke about this before, but it is genuinely hard to sweep a team, to win 4 games in a row.
Right.
Unless you're just completely outmatched, which the Suns were to the OKC Thunder. Let's just call it how it is.
Right, definitely.
The Lakers right now are currently trying to end the Rockets season. How's that looking right now? I know Lando has the score up.
They were down 9 starting the fourth. Let's see if the fourth is actually starting.
And this is with Austin Reeves coming back.
And he was playing really well, and they were up 11 one point early in the fourth. Oh, yeah. Now they're down 13.
In the fourth.
Yeah.
See, and KD's not even playing. It's just hard, man.
It really is.
It's hard. And it's in LA, isn't it?
It is.
It's just hard. It is hard to win 4 straight games. I mean, they already lost 1.
Yeah.
It's just hard to beat a team 4 times in a 7-game series. It's just hard. Denver, they stayed off elimination for now. Detroit, they stayed off elimination earlier tonight. Oh, no, the Trailblazers got eliminated.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yes, the Spurs, they handled business with Portland. Obviously, Portland got that 1 win when Wemby got hurt. But, yeah, man, it is hard. It is hard to to beat a team 4 times in a 7-game series. It's hard. I'm not going to say it's impossible because obviously it's not. But it's a very hard task to do. But who do you like? I mean, right now, I guess, who do you like out of the West and the East? Because for me, I got OKC and Boston.
Yeah,
in the finals.
I got the same. I have OKC, and I think that it'll be Cleveland versus Boston in the
Eastern Conference
Finals. I wouldn't be surprised if either one of the teams won. If I had to
Did Cleveland win tonight?
Yes.
They did?
Yeah, they won by 5.
Did James Harden have a good game?
Let's see what the number.
You know how he is with game 5s.
James Harden, 23 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists. Led the team in points. Yeah, Donovan Mitchell had 19. Dennis Schroeder had 19. Oh, him and Evan Mobley both had 23.
Oh, yeah, there you
both
go.
had 23 and 9, actually.
Who did?
James Harden and Evan Mobley both had 23 points, 9 rebounds, but James Harden had 5 assists, 2 steals, and a block.
Okay.
Decent game from him.
Cleveland, right.
Turned around in game 5. But
do you think Cleveland could beat Boston?
Yeah, I think they can. I think
really.
Yeah, I think they have offensively. They have James Harden, Donovan Mitchell, guys who can get their shot off whenever.
Right.
And I think defensively, Evan Mobley, Jared Allen. I think they have some really good big men as well as their wing.
Jalen Tyson too,
right,
on the wing.
Yeah, they have some guys that they can throw it with Tatum being back and Jaylen Brown. Mm-hmm. So I just think Cleveland, I'd give them the slight edge to make it to the finals this year.
Wow, okay.
But I think whoever makes it is getting
buzzsawed by OKC.
Right.
Yeah, that team is just not fair. But you know what? No, you make good points. Now that I think about it, yeah, I mean, or Cleveland rather, excuse me. Cleveland is definitely bigger than Boston. Mm-hmm. I think they might be just as deep. right?
Yeah.
No, I think you might be right, man. I might have to agree with you on that one, but I will give Boston the edge just because they have that championship experience. I think that's where I would lean, but I would not be surprised if Cleveland made it a dogfight and possibly pulled it out.
Right. That's pretty much where I'm at, yeah. But I think that just kind of the opposite with Cleveland winning, and I wouldn't be surprised if,
Right.
yeah, Boston kind of edged it out.
But, I mean, OKC,
Yeah.
they're just, and Jalen Williams ain't even playing right now, and they're just working everybody, man.
I think the Spurs might be able to get a game or two, but because I think that'll be the Western Conference Finals, but I just think OKC, not only do they now have experience in winning, and they've had playoff experience before, now they have actual playoff experience in winning in the finals. So I think that'll give them the slight edge over San Antonio. But
Definitely.
Not slight edge. I think that'll be one of the, as well as being a deeper team, kind of a better, their superstar is more established and most would say a better overall player right now. So I think they just overpowered, really.
They are. I think OKC's deeper than San Antonio, but I think that margin is closer than we think.
Yeah.
I think it's closer than we think.
Yeah.
I mean, they got the sixth man of the year in Keldon Johnson. You got Dylan Harper. You got Julian Champagny. Harrison Barnes. Kelly Olynyk. Luke Cornett. Like, they got, I mean, the Spurs are right there, man. I just think they are lacking that. This iteration of the Spurs team, right? They are lacking the championship level experience, the playoff experience, right? Because I mean, the only guys on there with playoff experience:
Harrison Barnes,
De'Aaron Fox, a little bit,
yeah,
and Luke Cornett, because he won with Boston, right? So, yeah, I definitely give the edge to OKC in that series. But man, unless something else crazy happens, that is going to be a hell of a Western Conference Finals.
Definitely.
Right? And even Cleveland and Boston, I think that could be a really good series as well. You know, we just got to see how things play out. Your guy LeBron has to, finish work with the Rockets. And it seems like that'll happen in Houston. I mean, do you think the Lakers could get a game against OKC?
I'm not really sure. I don't think, especially the way they're turning the ball over right now. They're having a terrible time protecting the ball. They already weren't great defensively. They were playing pretty. I've liked what they've been doing defensively.
With Luka and Austin Reeves in the lineup.
Oh no, I'm just in this first round of the playoffs.
Right.
Luke Kennard has been.
Yeah, he's been playing lights out.
Well, that's the thing. He played lights out in the first 3 games, and then in these last 2 games, right now he's playing
lights dimmed.
Yeah, he's having a pretty bad game. When you're having a bad game like that, it doesn't hurt when you're pretty much a liability defensively.
Right?
So yeah. I feel like that's kind of what's hurt us in these last 2 games. Like right now, he has 1 point. So I'm guessing he might have shot a technical free throw because he doesn't. Well, no, he's 1 for 2. He's 0 for 4 from the field, 0 for 2 from 3, 1 for 2, and tonight, and that's in 25 minutes. So
it seems like he really hasn't had a chance to get that many shots up.
I mean,
Did he start today?
Yeah, and it's just I think that, like I said, if you're having a bad game offensively and you're
already
defensive, that's kind of a recipe for disaster right there.
No, definitely.
So we got to figure something out about that just to be able to close out this series. But yeah, I feel like it's kind of a done deal. I wouldn't be surprised if they got swept.
Right.
If they won a game, congrats.
That's a dub right there. Like moral victory in itself, I guess.
Right.
But yeah, it's OKC's world. We're all just living in it right now. Will the Spurs have something to say? Maybe. Will Cleveland or Boston have something to say? Maybe. I think if it's OKC and Boston, I think Boston could make it interesting.
Yeah.
I do think they can make it interesting. Because, I mean, look, man, it could have very easily been the Indiana Pacers as the NBA champions last year.
Definitely.
Right? If Tyrese Halliburton does not pop his Achilles in Game 7 after a hot start, it could very easily be the Indiana Pacers as defending champs right now. And that's no disrespect to the Thunder and their dominance, and we know who they are and we know what they do.
But that's just the facts of what was transpiring.
Absolutely. So I do think Boston could make things interesting in a finals matchup against the Thunder. Cleveland, they got the size to match up with OKC.
Yeah.
They got the size. The question is, can James Harden, Donovan Mitchell, and company keep pace with Shea? Like that's the real honest to God truth. Like, can y'all keep pace with Shea?
Yeah.
And can y'all make him uncomfortable? Because right now he can just get to anywhere. He can get to his spot, and it's automatic. I'm not even gonna lie to you. That one game where he scored, I think, like 35. He didn't even shoot any threes.
Yeah.
Like, it was all mid range, and he was just dagger after dagger. He was just knifing them repeatedly. Like, I watched that game, and like that was the first time I watched that, and I said, or really when I watched Shea, and I was like, man, he might be the best player right now.
Yeah.
Like, I still want to say Jokic, but Shea is like it's like it's right there for me.
No,
it's right there. But I mean,
I can see that.
You know what I'm saying? But like
plays,
any given night, I mean,
it's literally he scores almost every time down the court. So it's like if you don't, you're gonna lose. If you don't score every time you go down the floor, it's almost, especially like down the stretch. If it's a close game, there's almost nothing you can do.
And that's the thing. If you're in a close game with the Thunder, it's probably not going to be for long. Because as soon as they feel like it's close, they're going to start running full court press. They're going to throw Alex Caruso, Cason Wallace, Lou Dort, right? They're going to throw all these guys at you. And then next thing you know, they go on a 12-0 run. And you're asking yourself, like, it was just, we were just in this, and now you're out of it. So, yeah, dude, OKC, they're just not fair. And they got boatloads of draft picks still. I don't know what Sam Presti's plan is with that, honestly. He literally just might be like, you know what? I've built this team. I don't want nobody else to even get close.
Yeah.
And I'm going to hoard these picks. Because I'll be the first one to admit, I was on here saying before, man, they might be in the market for a Giannis if certain scenarios played out. I don't think they're doing.
What's the point?
I don't think they're doing a single thing. Like, you already got Shea locked up, J-Dub's locked up, Chet's locked up. You're gonna re-sign Cason Wallace. You're probably gonna re-sign Isaiah Hartenstein. I don't see why you wouldn't bring him back. Isaiah Joe, they're probably gonna extend him. Alex Caruso, he's getting older, but they already extended him. They are just gonna keep on rolling and rolling and rolling and rolling. And the rest of the league is probably going to be playing for second. Unless the Spurs emerge, an Eastern power emerges. Boston, right? Like, they're the Eastern power, right? I know Detroit's the number one seed, but no. Boston is the Eastern power right now. But after them, I mean, who is it? I guess it's Cleveland, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, unless those three teams have something to say about it, it's OKC for the foreseeable future, man. Indiana, we'll see how they look once Tyrese Halliburton gets back and healthy. Man, to pop your Achilles and then get shingles, dog, that's just a horrible bout of luck. And prayers up to Tyrese Halliburton. I'm going to say that real quick because I know he was going through it.
Yeah, definitely.
Because, I mean, that's tough. Pop your Achilles and then you get shingles, man. That's tough. So prayers up to Tyrese Halliburton. Also, we're talking about injuries. Prayers up to Dante DiVincenzo popping his Achilles like that after playing all 82 games in the regular season.
Yeah, that sucks.
Hate to see it. Wishes for speedy recovery for him. Anthony Edwards is dealing with knee issues now too. But that's the playoffs, man. Next man up. That's how it goes. And, unfortunately at Dante's demise, my guy DeSumo had some run and he had a career game. Still, we traded him for 4 second-round draft picks and Rob Dillingham.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to get into the Bulls this episode, man. Whatever. But now it's time for What Say You. And I have come up, or I have, what's the word I'm looking for? What is the word? I'm blanking right now. What is the word I'm looking for? I have supplied us with this week's topic. obviously it is prom season for high schoolers and seniors and whatnot. And I had the opportunity to speak with some high school seniors about their prom experience. And Lando, when I tell you, man, they are spending buku cash on the tickets, on the dresses, the tuxes, limo, all this and that, just to hang out at prom for a mere 20 to 30 minutes. And I'm flabbergasted. Like, prom is, I guess, is not a cool event anymore, which I can understand, but it's like, why are we wasting so much money? And like, for me, I'm not a father yet, so I'm speaking from the cheap seats, but when I have kids and they, grow up to be seniors in high school and everything, if they don't want to go to prom, I'm going to tell them straight up, yo, F prom. Do you want to have a party at the house with your friends?
What was their reason for not staying?
It's not cool.
So okay, then why'd you go in the first place?
Right.
No, I'm saying, did you ask them that?
What did they say? I believe the sentiment was just like, really, I think it was just to go. Maybe see the who won the awards, pictures, prom pictures and everything. But I think that's the gist of it, man.
I guess, but
right.
To each their own. I think I had a great time at my.
I did too. I didn't even want to go to my prom, but I ended up going and had a great time.
I just think I feel like if you're only kind of missing out on stuff if you're interested in going, but like you said, if you're not interested, we're not gonna spend all that money. No. You said it. Because for me, I rented a tux, had to pay for me and my girlfriend's tickets. Right. We got a limo. We went to a restaurant beforehand.
Yeah.
So there's definitely a lot. It's definitely not a cheap night. It's an experience in and of itself, but
it's not an experience meant for everybody.
Yeah, it's not mandatory.
No, so you can. It's really the way I view it. If you don't want it,
we don't got to pay. We
right.
Don't gotta force
the way I view it is, it's like the last send off before graduation, like the last like commemorative event for seniors, right? And it's like, for me, like, I'll tell my kids straight up, like, yo, y'all don't want to go to prom? Cool, have a party at the house. Supervised, I'm gonna be there, right? Me and the missus gonna be there, but have a party at the house. Or shoot, do you and your friends want to go to Six Flags or something, like, you know what I'm saying, just to celebrate this? But you don't gotta go to prom. We don't gotta spend $600-$700 on a dress, $70 on tickets for you to go to prom for 20 minutes. We don't got to do that.
Right.
We don't got to do that. So, yeah, man, that's where I'm at on it. Like you said, you share the same sentiment. And y'all let us know. Did y'all enjoy prom? Parents out there right now, what do you think you'll do for your kids when prom comes if they're not there already? And man, did y'all enjoy prom? Did y'all go to y'all's prom? Maybe you didn't. Do y'all understand why someone would go to prom and spend all that money for a mere 20 minutes? I don't understand it. I can't rationalize it. To me, that's crazy.
Definitely. And
I will not be on that boat when it comes to my kids. We not doing that in the Lewis household. So, yeah, we'll see how it goes once that time comes for me in my life. But hey, that's a wrap on this episode of Birds at the Rodeo. Eric, the resident Eagles fan.
I'm Orlando, the resident Cowboys fan.
And like, comment, subscribe. Follow us on Twitter. Follow us on TikTok, which we know we're getting a lot of love on there right now. So thank you to you guys for that. Subscribe to us on YouTube. You can find us anywhere you listen to podcasts. Again, shout out to my man Orlando. He's a Kappa man now. He is a Noop. Am I saying it right?
Yeah.
Okay, because I am a novice when it comes to fraternities and everything. So anything I learn is going to be from this man. But a shout out to the new Kappa man here. Thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for all the love y'all showed us on TikTok again.
Definitely. We're working on some stuff to try to get some more content out for you guys. You know, TikTok, shorts, reels. Right. All that. Y'all are interacting. We appreciate that. Y'all, you can keep the stupid comments to yourself. But
say them if you want. I'm going to say it. I'm calling out this guy, and it might have been a bot. This man got on to me because I went to go see the Michael Jackson movie.
I can't wait to see the Michael Jackson movie.
Which we will be talking about that on here when he goes to see it, because I already saw it.
Definitely.
So, yeah, man. Hey, say what you got to say. We're here for it. But I don't know. Somebody must have pissed in that man's cereal that day. I don't know. But yeah, like Lando said, man, thank y'all for the support. We got some new stuff coming for y'all. And we're just scratching the surface, man. Summer's coming up. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. A lot of things will be happening. And a lot of content will be coming your guys' way. So stay tuned. Be on the lookout for that. Subscribe if you haven't already to the YouTube channel.
Definitely.
Trying to get that thing growing and popping. So thank y'all again for all the love and support. And keep it up, man. We truly appreciate it from the bottom of our hearts.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, keep liking, keep commenting, keep sharing. You know, hit that notification bell so you know when we post. And like we usually say, we do this stuff because we love it, but we also do it because we know there's an audience for it. We know there's people looking for content like this, so we want to be there for you guys.
Absolutely. And on that note, peace.
Later. Yo, long live Spring 26.